hear me?
Shit. It's the word.
All right, so
What's up?
so this tonight's episode is What Makes a Man. Of course, everybody, I have my website, www.mysafeplace.org. I just reviewed the whole thing, so go check that out. The song, the episode, if you guys don't know, I don't know if you watch my podcast, but I do a song episode and I do a quote of the episode. So the song in the episode is Can't Face a Man because I'm today. And the quote of the episode is what makes a man, the choices he makes, not how he starts things, but how he finished them. And that's by Rupert Evan. And the people that tapped in tonight, guys, if you don't know, this is Cody on, but I don't know if you guys see it, but on my left. And this is Terrence McGill and Million, the rapper, dreadhead rapper. Dreads was supposed to come up here, but guess what he decided to do, guys? He decided to book a flight and go live his best life, you know. But that's typical. But I told him I'm not gonna talk too much crap about him. But I told him, no, he's on right now. But I want to start the conversation off because I usually have female guests on here. I never really have male guests up here, but I feel like it's only fair to have men guests up here when I'm talking about what makes a man. Because us female, we're gonna dog y'all. Just saying, we're just gonna dog y'all out. But
Right.
yeah, I know. But what makes a man? I feel like everybody's response will going to be different based on basically their preference, like their preference choice. So they're gonna be like, okay, what makes a man? The type of man that they want, or the type of man that they're manifesting into their life. So I want like realistic answers from you guys. Like, what do you think makes a man? Like, what character do you think makes a man?
You want to go first?
Now you go ahead.
I'd probably say like the things that make a man is like pretty subjective. Like it really changes based on what you ask, based on who you ask. But in my opinion, it's definitely I fake do when I don't believe in gender roles and stuff. But like a man like is supposed to just take care of their family and like be honest and just have integrity, things like that. So
see, now that's very vague. Like, okay, a man is supposed to take care of his family. How is he supposed to take care of his family? Because yeah, you can pay the bills, but what is more to than paying bills?
Yeah, it's definitely it's not just paying bills. You gotta be available like emotionally, and you know like being there in every way possible that you can. Like if you wanna, if that's what your goal is, like not every man is a family man. Like that's not saying like if you can't take care, if you don't have a family, like you know, it's like if that's your ultimate goal to have a family, you gotta be able to take care of them. A lot of people will like do the easy part of having a family, which is like having a kid, and like that part, and then they don't really like live up to the rest of it. So to that respect, I probably say like yeah, like being emotionally available for your family, and also if you have a partner, like I don't know how people feel about it, but like I don't feel like you could be. I feel like you could really be a man if you're unfaithful to your partner, because that's
3 snaps for real snaps. Definitely feel my
yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think you could really be a man if you're like unfaithful to your partner, because you don't really. Because what like the thing that really makes you is like discipline, right?
Right.
And if you don't have any like sexual discipline or discipline in general, you can't really be faithful. And if you can't be faithful, that means you can't be 100% there for your family or your partner, or like basically like, you know what I mean, like whatever you got going on. So if you want to truly be a man, like you have to be able to be 100% there emotionally, mentally, and
On
also
your
financially.
own. On your own.
Yeah,
For yourself, not for somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
that too. Because I feel like a lot of men, they like to shelter and they don't like to be vulnerable. So it's like they keep this tough exterior and everything, but then it's like they're not emotionally tuned with themselves. How can they be in a relationship? But it's like some men, that's how they were raised. Like some men are you can't show emotion, you pussy, you show emotion. You're not a man if you cry. But it's like y'all are human.
I say that I say this though, like, the reason why we like to rush or whatever is because we don't have the option for y'all to wait for us. Y'all wouldn't wait for us to get our shit together. You feel me? Y'all want somebody that's already set, already secure, already financially stable, already, I mean, mentally, I mean, there already. Sometimes you gotta build with that person to get there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to build with that person to get to the level that you wanted at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
it don't always, it don't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do meet you, I might be a little bit more immature than what you expected. You know what I'm saying? But I could build to being what you want for real. Like I can get to the maturity that you're accepting. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it has to take some time. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it don't. But at the same time, like, we go like this, we start talking because we know you ain't gonna wait for me if I tell you what's going on for real.
I feel like that's different women. For me, I can wait because I want the process of it. But how long is too long? Like, what's the waiting process? What you give? You speak for yourself, right? What time period would you be like, okay, give me this, I need to get my shit together, but this person is waiting 5 years, 6 years. Like, is there...
You know what it is? It's not necessarily a time period, and it changes based on what you're doing, what the goal is, and stuff like that. But if the only thing that I feel like would motivate somebody to wait is like you see the person who you're waiting on like showing effort and showing that they're actually trying. So it's not really like you wait on somebody, but in the meantime while you're waiting, they're not really doing it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you show me that you like, let's say I'm waiting for you to get through school, or waiting for you to start your business, or waiting for your career to take off, but I see you actively like working towards it or whatever, and you're also working with your partner to like, feel me, like to do the things that you're able to do,
Right.
but you're also doing things for your career, or you're going to school and you're actually trying and shit like that. But I feel like if you're waiting on somebody and, feel me, they're dragging their feet, they're not taking care of what they need to take care of for themselves. They're not taking care of you in the ways that they can. And I feel like it don't really make sense to wait on that. So, because at the end of the day, we could all do something.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? So let's say if I'm in a relationship and I'm not financially there for my girl, I can still be there emotionally. I can still like feel me. I could cook for her. I can do this, do that, do what I can do.
Right.
And waiting on somebody don't mean you waiting for them to mature either. Like you waiting on them through like cheating and bullshit and not treating you right. You feel me? Like you waiting on them to just get their shit together, period. But they can still take care of you in ways that they can.
Right.
So
that's a good...
It's like, yeah, it's really you wait on somebody who's showing you that they worth the wait.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You gotta be worth the time, to wait, everything.
Right. Judge
Exactly.
don't know what they want, but some men don't know. Some men, I feel like they go, and this is not just men and females. Some men and females go into a relationship just off of appearance. So, oh, she looks good, I want to get to know her. But then some men, they go off of, I just want to get to know her first, and then I want to get to know her. And then some women are bold enough to do that. Like, going into a relationship, what do men really want? It's like the goals. What goals do men have in a relationship? Like, what is the like, just speaking for y'all personally, what is your goal in a relationship?
I mean, you can't. It's not no like general goal. Like, everybody's different.
Yeah, that's what I said for you. Like, what is it specifically for you? In the relationship, what is your goal? Like, what do you want?
I like peace of mind. Like, I like to know that I'm good. Like, I'm safe. Like, I don't gotta worry about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you don't gotta worry about me.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I give out, I give back.
Type shit. So now, what if you give out? Like the energy you giving is not what you think you're giving. And
then
so
I wouldn't be there. Like, I would, if I'm not giving good energy, and if it's not good, I don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's only gonna get worse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna know if I don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, even if I'm gonna make it hot. Like, we both gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna be unhappy. Like,
right.
Type shit. I'm not the type to be somewhere where I don't feel like I should be. You know what I'm saying? Or where I'm not wanted. Mm-hmm. So I'll just be like, all right. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll let it play out, see what's up. I mean, like, maybe we can get better, or maybe it's just a rough patch that we just gotta get over. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to really talk about shit. Like, so it just gotta happen sometimes. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Communication is a huge factor, but I feel like when men come into a relationship, they want mind readers. Like, I want you to know this is what I want, this is what I need. Figure it out. It's like a game of like chess checkers. Like, okay, am I gonna play myself here? Like, I don't.
I think that's the women role right now. I ain't gonna lie to you with the whole culture, culture, flex culture. I think that's y'all part right now. Like, what y'all want from us, for real? Like, how much y'all gonna get from us? Where's taking y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, right, for me, generally, I don't need like financial. Okay, we know that you could take care of the house, so that's perfect. Me, I'm more in tune with my emotions. So what can you, like Cody said, emotionally invest in me? Because we all live through, everybody goes to a relationship with baggage. Even if you don't think you do, you're going to a relationship with some type of baggage. It could be your childhood trauma, a relationship trauma, and then that person is just making you at that moment. So then once you get deeper involved in that relationship, you can be like, oh damn, like I don't know where I want, because I thought I had this expectation, but like that's where the communication part fails. I'm like, I want you to do this, but I want you to do it how I think you do it in my mind. I'm telling you to do it. If that's exactly right. I think if that's a man or female, I want you to do exactly what I want you to do in my head. If I tell you I want you to do it, then do it the way I picture you doing it. Because if you're not doing it that way, you're doing it wrong. But I'm not communicating that to you.
Right. Communication is like a really big part.
Yeah.
It's like a really big part of a relationship. A lot of things would go the right way if things are communicated properly, and a lot of disagreements are like miscommunication. And I feel like the only way for like a relationship to be successful is, number one, you establish clear boundaries and you're both capable of communication. Like, it's no like cold shoulder shutting each other out. Like, you can't express your feelings, or you get distant when you're angry. Like, that's not gonna help nothing in a relationship, really. And yeah.
But I'm starting to learn, just working on about communication. They always say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But it doesn't matter how you say it or what you say. It really depends on how the person receives what you're saying. Because if the message I'm saying, I could say it clear, calm time, but like clear tone. But how you, the perspective of what I'm saying, change how you. And that's what I feel like people's perspective on communication is how they communicate with others, and it brings them back to their traumas and flashback into that. So that's what I'm starting to myself, because like, again, you already know me, to have a conversation with Daniel, and he would say something to me, but he's saying it innocent, but that brings me back to my childhood, and I'd be like, oh, but who are you talking to? Or something like that, and it's like it's not meaning off that way, but it's definitely perspective.
Right. And a lot of relationship is like you're learning like
Yeah,
that
you gotta
person
learn your person.
as you're going along. So you probably run into some shit like in the first couple of months, and you're like, all right, she's not really receptive to this. I'm not really receptive to that. So moving forward, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, and she's gonna do that. And it's just, and if y'all are both willing to work on it, willing to work on how you communicate, like as you're learning these things about each other as it goes along. In a couple months or like a year or two, like y'all probably be, if y'all are both willing to like put the work in, communication wise, then y'all probably be close to perfect. Like as the time goes on, if y'all like feeling like y'all, you know what triggers this person, you know what like the what not to say, like type shit,
Yeah.
and you're not vindictive or spiteful when it gets to an argument and things get too heated, and you know when to like feel me like, oh, like let me, y'all can be like, you know what, like let's put a pause on this right now, because I don't feel like I can get my point across right now. I'm too angry to speak, or some shit like that.
Right.
Like things like that are what are like the building stones of the actual relationship. Like not yelling at each other, screaming at each other, because I don't want to talk about that. You just get steam off.
So it was something looking at me, something that makes them, so loyalty, talk about that later. Trust, your morals, your values, your beliefs, your purpose. So this, I feel like the purpose was a good point because do y'all know your purpose in life? You know what you want to do.
I know
I mean,
what I
I feel
want
like
to do. I don't know who I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like what's gonna end up to. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that can happen in a year, 2 years, a week, 2 weeks. Purpose in life
right,
or purpose in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel like I'm creating a platform for people to talk, we can converse, have these conversations. My website, my businesses, I feel like they're my purpose. Like your true goals.
I'm in the entertainment media shit, so
Yeah.
I like to make people laugh, dance, happy. That's my purpose in life.
Okay. So do you feel like you're walking within your purpose?
yeah, like I feel like my ultimate purpose, or like what I want to do is like, aside from like my career, is like be a dad at some point eventually.
Right.
Like I want to have, because when I grew up, like it was just me and my mom, so like, I just wanted like a family. So um, I'm not like actively like working on that. Like I'm really focused on my career right now. But
Right.
I feel like in the end, like like I have kids, I have a wife. I'm doing what I want to do in my career. Like like I've made attempts at like my goals as far as writing and whatever I want to do in my life. But like as a whole, like that's how I see it, like my end goal.
Okay. Next was how he carries with how he presents himself is like how he makes a man. And under pressure and temptation. That I felt that. So,
Wait, where you reading this from?
I do my research.
You got like the women's Bible or some shit. Like
This is why we need to have men up here, because you know how he handles pressure and temptation. So that's some character traits that can say what makes him a man. Hey, Jasmine. So do you feel like how a man handles pressure?
it depends on what he's under pressure from. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a whole different way. There's a whole different things that you can do in different situations, different outcomes.
Give me an
So,
example. One example off the top.
all right. I'm gonna turn this into a question. So now, if let's say under pressure, somebody tried to you walking with your man and somebody like grab you up or something like that. You know what I mean? Like now under pressure, he's under pressure.
Yes.
What he does after that, does that determine how you feel about him?
Hell yeah. If you can't protect me and somebody's trying to get me, I can't be seen.
Which is understandable. Cool. But in certain people's minds and mental, because you already know, some niggas not gonna let that shit rock. But some niggas who have other things about it, you know what I'm saying? Like they will be like, all right, maybe he's a little bit dick, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of shit that can go down. You know what I mean? Like you can't really, that's not a real base thing to go around. Like if you're not with it, you're not with it. If you are, you are. So under pressure, like it depends on what kind of under pressure he's under, like, you know what I'm saying? What kind of pressure, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be a different situation. Like I could be really with the shits and just not with the shits at this moment. You know what I mean? Like I'm on probation right now. There's a lot of people outside. Like, you feel me? Do you really want me to go to jail? Because he just did some little bullshit real quick just right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot of things. Like, I'm under pressure now. Like, damn, do I protect my shorty or do I protect my, you know what I'm saying, my freedom? Or, you know what I mean? Like, my pride. Like, it's a lot of things. Like, so that's why I asked. Like, it depends.
This is why I have here, and I got here to laugh. Cody, you have something to say for that?
I agree. Basically, like it makes sense. It's very conflicting. It's like what, like in the long run, like how do I react to this moment right here? Like how does it serve us basically? Because let's say you do some shit, you get knocked. Your girl says she gonna hold it down. Most joints is not holding it down.
Exactly.
Like, so it's like you protected your girl and you protected your pride as a man. But it's like now, feel me? Now you're not, and your shorty's like she probably fucking on you, keep a buck with you.
Or even way worse. How about the situation with that situation that happened in the city? I forgot where it was at, but like the store clerk got like nasty with one of the girls in there, and she went and got her boyfriend, and the boyfriend came in there and started something, and the store clerk stabbed him, and now he's dead.
Oh wow, I don't know.
Oh yes, yeah, situations like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like he probably was just chilling. His girl. Now he got to protect his girl.
Yeah.
Going to step into a situation he don't know nothing about. He just going in there to protect his shorty, and he lost his life over it. So it's like under pressure. Like that's the most pressure you could be under. Like for real. Like your life.
Yeah.
So if in my mind it might cost me my life, I don't know if. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm with that type shit. Like, I don't care how I look. Like, I don't care what pressure I'm like. I don't care if I look pussy or whatever. Yeah. If my life is on the line, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there should be no other option. It's either your life or whatever. My life's more valuable than whatever the hell it is going on with it. So
yeah, but some people, like some girls, I know for a fact, like that type of shit. Like, they for a fact like it. They'll get into a situation just to see if they niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or do certain shit like that. Like, put people in tough predicaments. Like, and that shit is I don't know.
I like people and as because you already know that how they get down, so you shouldn't want to put it in. Like, I won't put my dad in certain situations, and I want to put Issa. I want to put like certain people. No, it's like it's gonna go left. Even if you want it to go right, I'm not gonna do that. Like my brother, I would never call my brother for anything because it's gonna go down. And but that's just me. I'm not gonna put them in that level the predicament where they have to choose between if my life won't go down.
I got
a
question.
Yes.
All right, we talk about under pressure moments. Now let me give you another under pressure moment. I'm not saying I've been through it, but I know it happens. So say you getting taken out on a date, right? And he tries to go over the top, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case is. And it just the bill comes and it's a little bit too, you know what I mean, over his budget and shit. And he asks you, like, you feel me? That's an under pressure moment for him. How would you handle that?
I would help. Like we both ate. Like, and I feel I would try to be more to know that honest and vulnerable. Like, it's gonna be time for me to have money. I'm not gonna have it. You're not gonna have it. You should be able to me. I should be able to both not sure. Okay, let's go half on the bill. I see nothing wrong.
I don't know about half on the bill. A lot of people, I see a lot of girls preaching that now. But if you in that position, I doubt it. I ain't gonna lie.
And first of all, I don't want to be over the top luxury. I am very basic. Take me to Red Lobsters if you know.
That's
to hate
cool.
Like I am.
That's
like,
cool.
I'm over the top. The only time I want like over the top thing is for anniversary, like special occasions, my birthday, stuff like that. And I give you enough time, so you know these days are coming, so you can plan accordingly. For my first date, don't cut around me with that because now for some women, if you do that one time, you do that all the time. And if your budget can't allow it, don't do it.
Right. I don't
live within your means.
Like when if I don't, you know what's funny? I really don't be dating if I don't have like my shit my bread isn't where it's supposed to be. Like, but there's times when I was younger, like before I really like really thought about it. Like when I was younger, when I was like 18, 19 type shit, I would go out. It's been late, and I'm really there just talking and vibing until like my fucking direct deposit hit. I swear to God, like so I get paid for because in my head I'm like, bro, I asked you out, like I got paid, like you didn't feel me, like you didn't. It wasn't your idea to go out, feel me, like. Hey, but I've really been in a situation. Let me keep talking.
Like. Yeah. This is where you can tell like what kind of girl you're dating. If you go and you say let's go to Olive Garden, I'm gonna be tight because guess what? Their bread is crack. Their Italian dressing is crack. So it's like you gotta know, like in the type of woman that you're approaching. If you're going for an Instagram model, you already know who's in your DM. So you already, you know, if you can, okay. But for me personally, I don't need the flash stuff. Like I said, only on a special occasion. I would be even more impressed if you cook me a nice meal and you do it in a table setting. Like I'm one of those kind of people. You can rent out a hotel and decorate the bed and put food on it on bed. That's nice to me. Like I don't.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
One in a million shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's like ain't nobody. For me, whoever, if a girl looking at this, they like, I don't know,
Yeah,
man. Take me to Real Chris.
I'm not.
Take me to Del Fresco's. Like they want
It
all that.
really, yeah.
They want
It
all that.
really
They want to be
depends.
wine and
Yeah.
Yeah,
dine.
it depends.
It really depends on how much she like you for real.
Yeah,
Because a girl like if a girl actually likes you, like she finds you attractive, she likes talking to you and shit like that. Even if she's like a Ruth Chris Del Fresco type, like she'll bend like her standards to like just to be around you type shit. Because I've been out with girls like that. So if they're going on a date with a nigga they don't like that, or like they just going because from it they feel like they got the bag type shit. They're not bending their standards because they don't want to beat her in the first place. But
I don't think women date down. Y'all don't date
it,
down.
it depends. I have a
That's
certain.
a men thing. Men date down. Y'all don't date down. Y'all gotta elevate in y'all relationship.
That's a good point. But I don't know, cause even if, for instance, okay, so I can date somebody, and then in the process of of us dating, a situation happens to where you are down. So that's the where you can say that's when the woman's under pressure. Like, am I gonna stay? Am I not gonna stay? And then that's when a man can really tell, is this woman for me or not? Like if she's with me for with me because she loves me, you know, like that's another way I see it. Like, I'm all about, yeah, if you have money, okay, that's fine. But I want to know too, if I'm down, if I'm truly down, can you help me? Can you hold it down for a little bit until I pick myself back up? That's most important. I'm losing myself all the time. A little gifts here and there, that's great, but that's just me. Like I'm not materialistic. If you got a materialistic girl, then it's. But honestly, East is the one that made me go up. Like you said, Ruth Chris. Before, I never been there in my life until I went there. Like, what is this place? Like certain restaurants, he's familiar to. So I feel like, did he date down, or was it just I wasn't exposed to certain things like that because I'm very cheap. I don't like to spend my damn money. So if we were going to go Crowns, sure. But he said, no, let's go to this place to go get the same thing. Then we can make whatever. But he elevated me to go to certain places. So if I said no, but if it don't work out, I'm not gonna expect to be on that same level that he put me on. I'm gonna go back. Like around me with the that makes sense.
I live in New York City. When I'm tell you, it's not. It ain't nothing. None of that one shit. None of that. You gotta take me to a motherfucking sweet chick or whatever the fuck that shit is called. You know what I'm saying? Like something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like he said though, like if she like you, she'll work. Her vibe will work with your vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'll kind of like match if she really like you, and if this is what you do on a regular, and you ain't trying to really impress nobody, they can weed that out. Like they can see that like this is how he is for real, and I'm jacking it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with him. Like I don't think that being different is a thing no more. I think everybody wants the same type of look.
Yeah.
They see that shit because it's all about a whole bunch of YouTube families. You know what I mean? Instagram relationships, everybody, all the celebrities are all dating each other. So everybody taking pictures and they looking at the picture and like, all right, yeah, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or he bought her a car for her birthday and shit like that. I wanted to get like that. So they chase that little part that they see, and they look at somebody that they like and they try and squeeze that out of them.
Yeah.
Instagram, it would have you thinking they living a perfect life, and in reality, they just doing these videos. So it's like, gee, they get inspired by everybody, so they glued to you. Want me, who a regular 9 to 5 plus overtime, to go buy you a car? You better go to Toyota Alicia Because who do you think I
I'm trying to tell you, before it wasn't like that. Before chivalry was actually a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like niggas was actually opening the doors for their ladies.
Yeah.
For real.
But
Car doors, restaurant doors, house doors, everything. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, you walk around, you couldn't see a woman doing anything, a lady doing nothing, a nigga doing everything for her.
mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you try to do that shit, you get caught on the grid, you look stupid. Niggas will laugh at you. For real, like, niggas will laugh at you. Look at this goofy, you know why? Because niggas don't gotta do it no more. All they gotta do is show their wrist, show some bread.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look, this shirt costs
Yeah,
$785. You gotta fuck with
you
me.
could rent the same thing for $50. But it's all for show, the luxury for show. And it's so funny that you said that, because there was
Facade.
a man would spend $750 on a shirt but won't go buy his man's hat for $30. Talking about that's too
Right.
funny.
Or cop his man's music for 10.
You know, so and that goes into the next thing. The type of friends a man associated with can kind of tell what kind of man he is. You feel like that's true?
Hell yeah. You know how many times girls told me, nah, I can't fuck with you, you fuck with him.
Facts.
I don't like him. Like, I see what type of timing y'all on, because you chill with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there is a lot of truth to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are who you hang out with. Even though if you don't see it, or maybe it's not all the way there, you know what I mean? Y'all around each other for a reason. I mean, maybe if it's going to like it's something, and I don't know how, but y'all be seeing it and y'all be pointing it out like this, like nah, you chill with him.
It's the instinct. It's the definitely that instinct too. Like if you move some type of way, I see another person. Like we used to hang out a lot in college. So if somebody else is coming around you, I'm like, we're stacks on hanging with him. So it's like a different vibe. Like
Nah, facts. Nah, same thing with us though. We see you with a different person, we be like, oh nah, she a hoe. That means she a hoe. You feel me? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like,
exactly.
if a lot of I grew up that in high school, college, all that. Like, all the little bougie girls, they stuck together. All the little fast girls, they stuck together. You know what I'm saying? All the loud mouths, they stuck together. All the ones that fight, they stuck together. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it goes, yeah, hell yeah. But in relationship wise, hell yeah, that matters, because plenty of times girls told me I can't talk to you because you talk to me. Well, you're mad close with him. You're cool with him. If that means that they know something about them, or they used to deal with them, something, it don't. You know what I mean? That all falls into the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
your friend.
Like in a relationship, so like if you're in a relationship and you're with somebody that's always cheating on their girl, and you friends with them, I'm automatically going to think that that's what you do too, because y'all friends.
Nah, I always say that's the only thing I would say is not, because when I never cheated on a girl. I've had like two girlfriends. I never cheated on any of my girlfriends. But I'm not gonna lie, like, at the time that I was with my joint, my man was cheating on his girl OD, like, and I'd be like, yo, like, bro, like, I'd be like, chill. But at the end of the day, he a grown man, like, he know what he want to do. So I was like, I'm not gonna get on your ass. I already told you how I feel about it. So whatever you do now, it's on you. That don't mean I'm cheating. I'm cheating too. Like,
And I just feel like you have a couple of partners, so when you start doing something, your man's going to you too, the way you hold. So and that's just women's perspective. So if you got you got a cheater, then you got somebody who's and then somebody who's faithful. I'm like, why don't you hang out with the faithful one? Make sure, but I feel like some men don't know that they camouflage the men that they are with. They don't do it like purposely, but it's like they start doing little things that who they're around, they start picking up their little habits and they start camouflaging in that way. And it's blindly done, and then once a woman realizes it, because we know you have patterns, you're like, where you get that from? And they're like,
Nah, I don't know. I don't think about behavior towards women, because every nigga is different. Like, I'm different with my friends than I'm like when I chill with a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know that part of me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't know that side of me, because they never really been there. You feel me? So when I'm with Shorty, I'm a different person. When I'm with my friends, I'm a different person. It's like two different people. So then it can never be mixed in two. So if I'm doing something regularly with my friends, that means I'm doing something regularly. Like I always do this shit. It didn't just come from what they doing and stuff like that. But if I'm with you, like, and they see something, and if I'm with you and they see something different, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you was just with your girl or something. It's easy for them to pick up because we're two different people when we chill with our friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why you be like, oh, that's why girls be like, oh, you always be with the chicks. Oh, why you always chilling with your friends? You don't want to chill with me because when I chill with you, it's a different vibe than when I chill with them. Pause, but it's like it's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know two different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who I am with my friends, that's who I am with my friends. Who I am with you, I have to be a different person with you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be Dax. I gotta be Terrence. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I judge.
Huh?
I'm jacking that. That makes sense.
Yes. Oh, okay. So another one is how a man treats and talks to his woman, right? His interaction and involvement with his children. You guys don't have kids, but how do you feel about that? Like how
Oh no, that's important.
with his kids?
Yes, yeah.
That's important.
Yes.
That's important.
Oh,
that is totally important. I heard girl told me that the most attractive thing she found about me and how much love and I treat my mom, like how much I adore her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's one thing she told me. This was a minute ago though. He's like, yo, you just treat your mom so well. That's the most attractive thing about you. I'm like, oh, I never even know that was a thing. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, how you treat others is definitely a big thing.
definitely.
Especially the people you love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good what they used to call that shit? PSAT. You feel me? That's the PSAT. That's a good PSAT before the real deal come. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. This one, how many baby mamas he had? So that was one. If you have 12 baby mamas, it's like, well, what are you doing? Like you just
But what's worse, babies or baby mamas?
baby mamas.
Baby mamas is worse. baby mamas is worse.
Because if you got 8 or 10 of them, it's like, but
First, yeah, if you have a lot of baby mamas, first of all, it shows how much you like. That shows how you really lack discipline.
fact.
That's one, and it just shows how much you value you value that like the connection between a mother and a child and the father.
The family.
You have like
Connected, yeah.
six, yeah. If you have 6 baby mothers, you don't care about that stuff.
Right.
Like you really don't.
That's a good
Right.
point.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
and
lie.
you also you don't care about that stuff, and you also there's people with 6 baby mothers and like 6 7 kids, and they try their best to take care of their kids, but you can't really fully be in a life of 6 7 kids in 6 7 different households. Like it's not
Right.
possible.
It's physically impossible because they
Like,
all have to do activities and everything, and some stuff's gonna fall on the same.
Oh, I wouldn't say impossible. There's motherfuckers out here with 11, 12, 13 kids. There's a boy, wait. He's not even 25 yet. How many he got? Like 12?
That's ridiculous.
NBA young boy? Yo,
you talking about young boy,
if you got money, it's definitely
yeah.
possible.
It's possible to take care of
Take
them,
Yeah.
but
care of them, yeah.
but to be an active father figure in 12 different households while you you
Yeah.
doing your career and shit like that too,
Yeah.
it's not possible,
Right.
and it's not all bread too. So it's like it's important. The bread is important, of course,
Yeah.
but like if you see like a lot of these rich kids and shit like that, they still got problems and shit like that they could have avoided if they had like an active father figure in their life type shit.
Definitely.
That's true.
So yeah, like OD, I'm not. If a nigga got 2 BMs, like that's, I feel like it didn't work out with the first one. You got a second one type shit. But once you start to get like 3, 4, 5, like that's like it's like
Yeah,
like, you fake.
can't. I feel
The traditional household is hard. It's very rare now. Very, very rare. Like the mother, son, the kids, you know what I'm saying? In the same household together, living like a happily family, like the traditional family household. It's very rare. Like we hardly see that full house.
Yeah.
Family Matters. all them family things that we grew up on. You know what I'm saying? We don't see that shit when we growing up, like looking in our regular days. Like, so,
Definitely
I don't know,
wrote that.
like.
And I feel like social media and the rappers and all this other stuff, no shade to you, but it's like what they rap about is not what they want people to see. Like, of course, you're rapping to what sells at the time, but like some people like 6ix9ine and or the baby, they have strong influences on kids. So like change your lyrics around a little bit, or like the baby over there kicking his baby mother out the house or whatever. That's what you project in the show. Like, if I don't want him in my house, get out. Yeah. And then you put it on social media at that. So then it's like that's more embarrassing. That shows how you are as a man. You're a character as a man. Like, your respect for women. It's not even for the mother of your child. So
yeah, that was corny. I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
That was corny.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like, come on now. Like Blueface and Krishan, I am tired of them. There's like, and I don't even know. Like, I feel so bad for Krishan because it's something within herself that she has to get right. It's definitely within herself, but she's finding her strength within herself. But then it's like, Blue, what are you doing? What are you, like, this is how you showing your daughter and your sons that this is how you should treat a woman and everything, because you made a whole TV show. They're gonna look back on this. They're gonna look back and they're gonna look at this. Either they're gonna want to do what you did, or they're gonna be disgusted about your behavior for both of you.
You know what it is? I really can't. I can't feel bad for Krishan. I want to, but
Me neither.
I can't. I can't because you know what it is? It's some niggas, right? They hide who they are until they got you in a situation where they can finally reveal themselves. And like now you're emotionally attached to this. Blueface has never portrayed himself as a good nigga or a faithful nigga. Since he came out, he said like, I got bitches. Like I'm like, he had a interview. He said, since I blew up, I fucked like a thousand girls. Like this is all before Krishan. And he says I'm gonna always have. He said I'm gonna always be fucking my BM, and I'm gonna always have fun on the side. It's all before Krishan. But she meets him knowing all of this. What do you like?
What to expect? It's nothing to change.
You can't meet a nigga who always like, feel me? He always on that, and then you're mad that he's on that while he's with you. That don't make sense. And that's a big thing. You can't be mad at somebody for doing something like that they used to do all the time before they met you.
Exactly.
And now they're doing it while they're with you. Like, it don't make sense.
Makes sense.
She thought that she could change him, and that's a lot of problems that go around. She thought that she could change him, or he would change for her.
Yeah, so it's like I can't feel bad for you. Like,
it happens sometimes, and if you, I can't even say it didn't happen because for a little while we kind of seen a different side of Blueface too. You know what I mean? Like we seen a different side of Blueface. He was doing little things like, "Whoa, bro! Like we ain't see you do that with your baby moms." Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So we seen a different side of him. So I can't even be like, it was all the way him holding down me, all the way him controlling shit because he had a little control, but she just let him take full control. Like, and that's the point where she lost herself. So I don't know if I feel bad. I feel bad that she even met that nigga for real. Like, if you want to be for real, like I felt bad she had to meet him to go through that because you could tell like she was always lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was always lost. She just like that whole clout and the attention kind of, she felt like it was giving her purpose. Yeah. You know what I mean? So and he was the reason why. So she just lost herself over it. Yeah. So do I feel bad for her? I don't know if I feel bad for her. I feel bad that that situation happens. You feel me? Like that shit happened to them. Even him.
Yeah, it's a bad situation, but yeah, feel bad for her. No, not really.
But now kids is involved. That's the most thing, bro. Like kids have to grow up in that toxicity that you guys was in. That's the most part. Like, wow.
Yeah.
They're gonna all have a show. Okay. Watch, we're gonna be 60 years old, 65 years old on YouTube, the VH1, BT, whatever. It's gonna be Ari's son. It's gonna be all these kids that we watched as a baby dancing and laughing and shit. They're gonna be fucked up when they get older. I'm telling you.
All of them gonna be crazy.
They're gonna have their own show. Look at my mom twerking on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, because that's how it is now.
So last 2 points, right? Then we're gonna get into a little bit more before we end. A man, what makes a man? His spirituality. Do you feel like that's something that can define a man? Spirituality.
Um, spirituality. I mean, it depends. It depends on like ultimately like what does spirituality do, right? It guides you and it helps you make your decisions,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like this is like like the Christian thing to do or like what a good Muslim would do or something like that. I feel like if you intrinsically have that, like if you have an internal like moral compass and ethical guide, but you're not 100% spiritual, but you can relate to your partner in their spirituality and respect their spirituality, even if you don't necessarily have a faith that you follow,
Mm-hmm.
you're still like a genuinely good person. You can respect other people's like faith and things like that, then I would say you still qualify as like a good man. If you don't like you don't necessarily have to like follow it on your own
Mm-hmm.
to reach that level of fulfillment, basically.
That's a good point.
So like so example like how Russell Wilson with Sierra.
Yeah.
You mean, like after Future, she like turned into this big like religious
Yeah.
person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when they got together, he had to kind of convert to that,
Right.
or they would. You know what I'm saying? And look at him now, like he's praised Jesus everywhere he goes.
Right. You know,
So
like to was it Megan Good and her husband was a pastor, I believe.
Right.
Like,
Right.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he was.
yeah, yo.
like I feel like men who has that strong spirituality, and then somebody who Megan Good who didn't have as much of that, try to get into one. Now she's trying to conform into what he's doing, and it's like that's really. I feel like that's under the pressure of I have to be myself this way, but we've seen her grown up as this certain type of way.
I mean,
So it's hard.
yeah, because she was a representation of him. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever she goes, that's her man. So if he's God, everything, you know what I'm saying? She can't be outside being the Megan Good that we used to. You know what I mean? Like she can't do that because that would be kind of like going back on what he believes in. Like as far as because he was very traditional. He was a very traditional person. He's the chivalry is still alive type of person, opening the doors and all that stuff. So she had to be that type. She had to fit in that. If you don't fit in that, it's gonna look weird. You know what I mean? It's gonna feel different. You know what I mean? So I guess she had to change.
Right.
But you change for who you love. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Exactly.
That is a message of the day. You change for who you love. Yes. Yeah. That is definitely a good point. So commitment and loyalty, I feel like it goes hand in hand with each other.
Right.
So loyalty, I definitely feel like that is one character trait that a man must have. Like that's like a no-brainer, must have, right? So the question that we owe men, a lot of females ask men, right? Why are you more loyal to your friends than your woman?
I'd probably say, well, I don't cheat personally because it's just not like my personal character. I just can't do it. 'Cause I always like think like, okay, like how would I feel if this person did it to me? And it's like shitty as hell. So I don't even want to. I claim that I love somebody. I don't even want to put them through that. So I put myself in a position where I could cheat on somebody or I just feel me like that's just not in
Like
my head. But
patient.
I I only make someone my girlfriend to put a title to make it official if I love them. That's only happened like twice. Other than that, I don't really be in relationships, so I don't really have to worry about that most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why it's like why niggas cheat, right? It's like temptation. It's like that feeling or whatever. Like it's you see like someone who's bad, they're attracted to you, y'all. Feel me? Like y'all, it's appealing to that like that biological shit inside you. Like you wanna, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like you wanna do that, but and it involves putting limitations on yourself and you saying, nah, I can't do that type shit. Like
Right.
when you're with your friends, it's no situations like that. Feel me? They kind of enable like whatever behavior that you're doing because from me like-minded people are
Yeah.
together. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what am I like? Feel me? I can be loyal to my friends. Like what's being loyal? Feel me? I'm not I'm not fucking with my bro's op, nothing like that. I don't want to do that
Right.
regardless. You're not fucking with him, you're not fucking with me, so that's easy loyalty. I'm not gonna backdoor you, feel me? Because it's easy to not be a snake. It's easy to not snake you out.
Mm-hmm.
But those things are easier to do, right? It's a lot easier to do those things. Like I'm not backdooring my man's. I'm not fucking with his op. I'm not stealing money from him. I'm not doing this crazy shit
Mm-hmm.
because you really got to go out your way to really be spiteful and evil like that to someone you claim you care about, like your
Right.
friend. Now, on the other hand, so like when it comes to other women are pursuing you, like they're attractive or whatever, like you not feel me, you like women, so it's easier to do that. So the question is like, why is it easier to do that? It's easier to fall victim to temptation
Yeah.
versus you have to actively like do something spiteful to a friend. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, so I'd probably say that's why it's easier to be loyal to your friends, and you don't have that much commitment to your friends either. Like, if you don't talk to your friends for a couple of days, they're not really going. Feel me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll catch you when I catch you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Versus you don't talk to your girl for a couple of days. It's a big situation. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a different type of relationship. So that's why the mechanics of it don't work the same. Like you can't compare the loyalty that I have to my girls to loyalty I have to my friends because the mechanics of the relationship aren't the same. Like a car and a jet don't run the same. They don't use the same shit.
Mm.
So it's like that's what it is.
Mm.
I
That
was asked this question the other day in the mall. These kids had the little camera thing. They asked me who am I snitching on, my wife or
oh
my homeboy?
yeah.
I don't even know. I'm like, yo, I can't even like my wife or my
Right.
homeboy. But like he said, it's two different type of loyalties.
Mm.
Like how I'm loyal to my friend and my homeboy is a different loyalty. How I'm loyal to my wife. Like I hold her security down. Like I hold her, you know what I'm saying, feelings, her emotions, they're safe with that. That's what I'm loyal to, you know what I'm saying? My bro, like I'm loyal to, you know what I'm saying? Like literally like you mean whatever you go through, I'll go through type shit. Especially if we around each other, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're in, I'm in.
Mhm.
Ain't no you ain't whenever we around, it's together. We going through whatever together, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like so yeah.
That's that was good. That was what definitely food for your thoughts because we always every female have asked the same question, but it's never broken down into perspective as Yatu just said. Because we always think, oh yeah, I like your friends better. Yeah, I want to be around your friends more. Like it's always that. Like you're with them more, or you with them. You're doing this with them, you're not doing this with me, or the tentative that you go in with friends. Like you go out with your friends for 10,000
But
times a week, but you
the thing about it is y'all don't understand is we get the same shit from our homeboys. You know what I'm saying? So y'all giving us shit. We walk out the door, we getting our friends like, damn nigga, you with your girl all day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't trying what, bro? You supposed to be here at 8 o'clock, bro. You with your
right.
shorty all day. You gonna go right back to her, bro. Like you can't be on time. Like we go through it, you know what I'm saying? Like you
And,
feel me? So y'all it's I know I see it happen a
mm-hmm.
lot. Like yeah, a lot of girls they sometimes they don't want to say it for real, but it really bothers them that we like chill with our friends a lot of the time. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And now that you
It's not that we want to. It's just that it's something that we've been doing forever. Like, especially if I just met you, or if I'm trying to build something with you, like I'm saying, like we gonna have our time. You know what I mean? Like,
deep. So that really that brought the thing. It another thing that I point. Can men handle? And we already know Cody. Yeah, he felt. Can men, excuse me, handle the same pain that they cause a woman?
No,
nah. But we're
no.
not the same type of people though. Men and women are different.
Mm-hmm.
I will suffer.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario so we can see cheating because that's the only thing that really comes to your mind. You cheat on your significant other, right? So it's a different routine. A one time I could do it, this one time versus a continuous situation, right? So men would be like cheating for that one time. It just happened. It was an accident. So let a woman go and do that. It just happened. It's an accident. What are y'all gonna say? How is that an accident? You planned that. You did this.
Type shit. No, I literally been in a very similar situation where,
With
so
you.
I said like I won't make somebody my girlfriend unless I'm in love or whatever. But I've been in like talking stages where it's basically like you're my girl, but it's no title on it. And I say, and I'd be like, yo, you could do what you. I'd be like, you could do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Because I'm doing what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing. Feel me? And I literally have a TikTok about it. That shit actually went viral, but like I'm doing what I'm doing basically. I'm talking to a lot of girls. I'm doing what I'm doing type shit. And I'm like, she asked me about it, and I'm like, yeah, like this is, feel me? Like I'm on that. So if you do what you want to do, like I can't get mad. I mean, I can be mad, but I can't be mad at
Right.
you. I'm doing the same thing. So I could be mad. I could be mad to myself. I can still type shit. But yo, like she found out basically I was doing whatever I was doing with like with some people, and she I think she had like posted like an Instagram story with a nigga or whatever. And I did not eat for a week. I did not eat. I was barely sleeping. I couldn't even. I'm on the game with my friends. I'm fucking up. I can't even play right. I'm like, this is crazy. Like,
She heard that.
mind you, I said, yo, you can do what you want to do. Like, feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Yeah, that was a line. Like, that was a lie. That I did not even know. I did not even know I was lying when I told her. Like, I thought I was like, oh yeah, like she gonna fuck with some niggas. I'm gonna feel me. I'm gonna be player about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was not player at all. I was very upset. And I was like, yeah. I had a taste of my own medicine. It is bitter. And I'm like, this is not even my girlfriend. Feel me? I did, I did love her and I did care about her, but I just never made it
Mm-hmm.
official. Um, but I'm like, yeah, like this not even my girlfriend. So if if I was to get cheated on by my girlfriend, God knows,
Bro,
God
bro,
knows
listen to me, bro.
how.
You don't want to go through that, gang. I'm telling you. You don't want to go through that, gang. I'm talking about, boy, that shit happened to me. High school sweetheart and all that, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
And how did that make you feel?
Bill. What? Boy. Cause she went to school in Virginia. I wanted to drive to Virginia. And the thing about it is, with me, it's always with girls.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the nigga we always expected it to be, son. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Always. Y'all swear we so dumb that we didn't see how he was moving up in your DMs and all that, your comments and all that. Like, we not stupid. Like, it's always this one person that we always expected it to be, and you always, he's just a friend. He's just a friend, or the double back guy from 2-3 years
Mm-hmm.
ago that y'all had a toxic relationship with, but ended up bad. Now he's back from the army or something. Whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always like that, yo. How I felt, bro. Oh man, like you said, eating,
Mm-hmm.
sleeping, option. You shit me, bro. That was not even an option. Eating, sleeping. I'm on the phone on her Instagram every day, like really looking like, yo, like nah, like how did this happen? Like I really started questioning myself, like yo, you not legit, boy. Like you let that happen to you, gang. Like you
Nah,
like start
but yeah,
questioning.
that shit can happen to anybody, bro. Like it really don't matter
No matter.
who you are. Like you. Cause you know what it is, people will be like, "Oh, like how you cheat on her? Like she's this, how she cheat on him? He's that." But at the end of the day, they not in the crib with you or like always with that person like you are. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
it don't really matter, bro. You can eat like $1,000 steak every day. Like, you will get tired of that shit eventually.
Facts.
I'm telling you that. I'm telling you
Mm-hmm.
that right now. And if you don't love that steak for whatever other quality it has, then you gonna probably find something else to eat. That's probably like not the best comparison,
But
but that's
that's
just.
it. That is that.
Yeah, that's just what it is. So it's like anybody could get cheated on. It's like it's not. So if I were to get cheated, you know what it is? What I've always said. If I were to get cheated on, right? Because I've been in relationships, whatever, and I always say I've never been cheated on to my knowledge. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because some I don't know what people be on. I know what I did, which was
Mm-hmm.
just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I always say if I get cheated on, I would never be like, damn, why did they cheat on me? Because that's not a reflection of me, really. It's really a reflection of your lack of discipline, lack of sexual discipline, your character, your ethics, morals,
Mm-hmm.
etc. All of that. So I never question myself like, what did I do wrong or whatever. It's not on me. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Unless like somebody's like is like forcing you to be with them or like abusive or this or that, like that's different. But if someone is genuinely a good partner to you and you cheat on them, you should never feel like, yo, like what did I do to make them cheat on me? You didn't do anything. That's just the person you chose to love is not the person you thought they
Mm-hmm.
were. Like it's just I'm not gonna feel like I'm less player because the joint cheated on me, or I'm not as much of a man as or whatever. Like, 'cause you can do everything for somebody and they'll
Do
still fuck
that
around on
Yeah,
you.
shit. Facts.
true.
So
But sometimes cheating, it does take two. Because I have been cheated on, and that's like I took it's accountability for the like stuff I did not do. Meaning, like, if I have, of course, remember, we balance a lot of things. So I have a child, so I'm balancing the child, I'm balancing work, I'm balancing so many different things. So if I got a lot of things on my plate, and that's my vegetables I'm putting off to the side, and then you just feel neglected. So you're like, okay, but you didn't do this. Communication would have helped. Communication could stop a lot of cheating in a way. But it's like sometimes you do have to take accountability for stuff you didn't do. But that don't mean, like you said, that don't mean you go and do and you go someone else do. Like someone else will get what you need. But it's just like, okay, I am gonna lack certain days, but then it's like when a man, you're lacking, you expect me to hold it down. You expect
right,
me to hold it down for you until you get your shit together. So it's like, nah, so some people, I'm not like that. I don't want to get my leg back. Get their leg back. Nah, buddy. Handle that. Take it. Take it how I took it. Like I can't. Like I just said, it's so hard. And men, it messes with their mental, especially if it was like a sexual cheating. You did what? Who? Where? What? How? And did what? And then
But
you came
that's what
me.
y'all need. Y'all need our mental though. Y'all need
It's
our mental to have a good relationship. If our mental is not there, it's going downhill.
mm-hmm.
We'll see it.
Yeah, the mind is
You need our mental.
first, then the body. The mind goes, then the body follows. Yeah, that's how.
Exactly.
I don't know. And I'm so emotional. Like I'm so emotional. So if you cheat on me, I'm not mostly thinking about the physical. I am thinking about the physical, but I'm thinking about the emotional connection you have with that person physically.
No, there's no emotional connection. When guys cheat, there's no emotional connection. That's why we care when y'all cheat, and we feel like y'all shouldn't care when we cheat. It's messed up. Don't get me
That was
wrong, but it is kind of true though. It's kind of true. For a woman to cheat on her man, she has to be emotionally involved with the person. She can't just, because it takes a lot to get there. You get what I'm trying to say? Unless you're just out there. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a lot to get there. And if he can break her down, her guard down and all that, it's different. That means you was emotionally attached. Guys, if I'm telling you, it don't even have to even don't matter what kind of status you have for real. Like if a girl really is on it and she really, really, really wants it, and you're not, you know what I'm saying, all the way firm with your joint,
like Cody said, discipline.
it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even you wouldn't even know her. Like, don't even care about her. Like, she could leave. Or after it's done, she leave. You don't care about it. You talk about it and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing after that. But
yeah,
girls cheat, I feel like it's a little bit more feeling because it takes a lot to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. I feel like that's true with like a lot of girls, but I'm not gonna lie, some girls just be gone. So
Yeah, definitely emotional connection too. But it's like, how can an example? How can a man be with another female for a long period of time, cheating a long period of time, but not have that emotional connection? How is it just physical? If it's you building, and then I feel like it's more you're putting the effort into keeping it a secret.
because she know
I
the person that you're cheating on with, they know what it's here for, and you know that they know that what it's here for. Because that's all she's there for. So you already know, your mind is already telling yourself, I can't get emotionally attached.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is all this is. This all that is. It's all it will ever be. And
Mm-hmm.
she knows that too because she allows it to keep
Of
happening.
course.
You know what I'm saying? She might know that you got a girlfriend too. Like this is what, and then they fit themselves in the cracks and the crevices of y'all relationship because that's the only place she's gonna have. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way if she's doing that, she's gonna think like, this nigga really care about me. They
Mm-hmm.
know that. They just trying to they're doing it for the hopes of maybe if it goes wrong, he's gonna choose me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it is about. But to say that there's emotional connection, I don't think so because it can't be emotional connection for it to keep happening. Because if it kept happening on basis like that means that's all that is. You know what I mean? Like,
feel like I feel like for you to keep cheating with the same person, it is a slight emotional connection. For it to be the same exact
Same
person,
person.
it gotta be. Cause me, like, feel me? I'm gonna just go out and fuck it. Don't really gotta be the same person type shit. But like if it's the same person, it's something there that's got you go back to the same person. Cause feel me?
Comfortable.
If that person you fuck, yeah, that person, yeah, you comfortable or you feel safe, feel me? Type shit. You feel like you're not gonna violate
Yeah,
your
that's
girl type shit. It's
it.
something there. It's something there that's making you trust that
Yeah.
person. Once you trust somebody, emotions are involved. So it may not be like, oh, I love her like I love my girl, but it's some emotional connection there. It's not necessarily love.
Mm-hmm.
It don't gotta be that. But you generally fond of this person. You fuck with them like some emotions there. If that person coming to somewhere, what happened to them, you feel that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So versus if I just fuck on you and I hear something happen, like it's a filming,
Mm-hmm.
like that's bad. But I'm not about to break down and cry like
Now, if
type
that
shit.
happens, so if you're fucking on somebody for the same person, and they ended up just leaving, and then you feel a way, then there's a emotional connection. But if they could just leave and you don't feel no type of way, they don't, you know what I mean, there's no value like to your feelings, or you don't lose value for your feelings. I feel like there's no emotional connection. Because if I was just calling you to get something on the side, when my girl's not trying to give me some, and you just end up not wanting to do that shit no more, and I don't even care. There's no emotional connection. We've been doing this for years. Now you want to stop? All right, cool, bounce. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel
For
like it
sure.
would be a emotional connection. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just you knew what you was here for. You
Mm-hmm.
knew what, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing. I love my wife. You know what I mean? Like, I love my girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was just here for fun. Like, it might be a slight, but I don't feel like all the time like it'll be a crazy emotional connection like a girl would have with the partner she was cheating on with. I'm trying to tell you, because it takes a lot to get there. There's no way any situation. Let's just like a prostitute or porn star or something like that. There has to be some type of blueprint to get in them drawers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be some type of itinerary that you have. This gotta happen. 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 And maybe these pants could come off. You know what I'm saying? Those things gotta happen first. For a nigga, a lot of things. The list. There's a short list. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a very short list of if a girl gets beat by herself, what can happen, what she has to do. There's a very short list of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as niggas wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, for girls, I feel like there's a lot of things you have to get past before they are opening up. Like I said, unless you're just very much out there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're out there, I don't think you should be in a relationship. If you're very much out there, or you're a porn star, or you're a prostitute. But other than that, ain't no girl just going to just lay on her back, especially if she has a nigga already. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be something. Like, it gotta go through some type of steps
Mm-hmm.
first. You know what I mean? And if you get there, you get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Where sometimes when it happens. But sometimes like you catch them on that one. I'm telling you, some joints, you catch them like it be some joints that be like that ass don't be playing with their nigga, but
Mm-hmm.
if he if the nigga violate, bro, like if the nigga violate one time and she catch him and she emotional and she feel me and she been wanting to fuck you,
Right.
yeah, like
she been wanting to
it's
fuck you. This what I just say earlier. Like,
but yeah, no,
you
that's true though. But like, feel me? But in a relationship, bro, like just like how I see like scissor or somebody, feel me? But I'm not gonna do it. But I'm not gonna do it. Or a girl that look like that or a girl that's OD bad. I'm not gonna do it because I respect my girl. I'm not cheating on her type shit. But feel me? Like it's like yo, I would fuck you if I don't have a girl type shit. But and if that be how girls be looking at some niggas. So if you let's say you cheat on your girl, right? And she's usually faithful, she hold it down type shit. But you cheat on her and she take that shit like bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the nigga that she been wanting to fuck, he,
Give it
he available. If you catch her in that moment,
it's going
it's up. Yeah,
and
it's
that's a
up.
But to
pettiness.
me, been wanting to fuck is passing a lot of
But
steps. It
but
passes a lot of steps. Because he already
and
passed the good haircut. He got good haircut. He already passed the whatever attraction, the tattoos that you like on a nigga. So, like, he got that already. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the step that he didn't pass was I wasn't available.
Yeah.
Now I'm available. I've been wanting to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a lot to go. But like you said, like, you feel me? Like, Saza, you feel me? Like, if you got a shorty, you and a shorty, and Saza get you in a room by herself, and she like, yo, nah, like, vigilant with your belt and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, looking you dead in your eye and shit, like,
Yeah.
you gonna be like, I got a girl, but
Now you know I was being quiet in the comments, trying not to go in.
Get you into.
Because I have a lot to say when it comes to men and their excuses for why they cheat.
But now we can't do this right now because this could turn into episode. I have
It needs to be an episode because there's a lot of reasons why, and it's not always no emotional connection.
that's what I'm saying.
Y'all be having emotional connections, and that's why it lasts for so long. Just because
I agree.
in my opinion, right, there's always a little piece of everybody that if you could put little pieces of everybody you mess with in one person, you would be with that person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you could take every little piece of one of your exes and put it all into one body, you would be like, yeah, this is the perfect person, right? That's
No, because I hate all of them. You don't make no sense.
you don't hate all of them.
They're ex for that reason. I don't want none.
No, but like we said, there's people who you be an ex and you'll go back. Men be in their ex's DMs all the time.
Yeah, we double back all the time.
Exactly. Right.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. There's people in this world, right, where if you could take little pieces of every person that you've been with, right, it may not be the whole person, right, because obviously you don't like something about them, right, but it might be one little piece about that. Maybe the person gave good head, right, maybe the bitch was good at something.
That's both sex though. Y'all could do the same shit.
No, but
what are you saying?
we don't do it the way y'all do it. When
What?
men cheat, y'all get in y'all heads with the wrong head, right? So you think about
think with your private part, not with your head. Yeah, think with that head, not this head.
So exactly, there wouldn't be emotional connection if I'm just thinking with my you know what I mean?
But there is a mental part of that because your body is telling you something and your mind is like, yeah, you know that shit is wrong, but you still gonna do it.
Yeah.
Hormones.
Fuck out of here.
We get horny. It's a lot of things that something has to happen for it to go away. You know what I mean?
Right, but you got a girl at home.
Yeah, I told y'all, like it's with us, it can happen like this. When cheat, this it don't happen like that. It has to be a long going thing. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Emotional connection. If I could just fuck you like this and that's it, I don't have to have a emotional connection with you. Even if we doing this for years, there's no emotional connection. Our connection is physical. All we do is, you know what I'm saying? I only think about you when we're having sex. That ain't no emotional connection.
That's what y'all be telling yourselves. But
if
you really want to get into it, if you want to get into the psychology of it, that's not y'all making an excuse for why you're cheating.
That's the truth. A physical connection, you can have a physical connection without emotional connection.
You make sure he come back to that episode, okay?
Yeah,
that's 100%.
I'm definitely gonna have an episode. I'm gonna announce what my next episode is toward. But we're about to close, right? But before we close, I'm gonna play a quick game. Definitely for the men. So they said a man is defined by his choices. So the game is called "What Do You Choose?" So what do you choose, money or wisdom?
Money. I'm already was.
Cody, you said money?
Yeah.
Why?
Money or wisdom?
Yep.
I'm trying to think of where wisdom got anybody.
My kids can't eat wisdom. I'm sorry.
I mean, God, he got the most wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, but ain't nobody him. So I ain't gonna. I'm gonna take the money for real. Like,
wait. Is it like if I choose one, I have none of the other?
No, it's this one. Just either one. Like, which one do you choose?
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna choose money.
Yeah, he said it right there. Kids can't eat. Yeah. My baby need new shoes. I need that bread. I'm sorry. And we work for that. We work every day for money. Not no wisdom. It ain't gonna help us.
Okay, this is would you prefer this either or? You choose a married woman with millions that will take care of you for the rest of your life, or a single woman who holds her own and who's able to help you with half the bills.
Are they both bad?
Whatever you want them to be. This is your choice. A married woman who will take care of you, or a single woman who holds her own and help you with half of the bills.
Oh, she's married to somebody else.
Yes.
Oh no!
I thought you meant married to me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
give
what?
me,
Where's the? I'm trying to look for the turnaround. Like,
a married woman who's not married to you, that has millions, that can take care of you, or a single woman who holds her own and help you to pay half of the bills.
I'll take the single woman.
Look at Stacks thinking.
Because I'm trying to think. We was just talking about all that shit. Like you said earlier, like you could do everything for a woman and all that stuff, and she could still cheat on you. But if you are on the other side, and you getting everything that you want, you know what I'm saying? Emotionally, physically, financially, where do I lose? For real. In life. That's what we here for. We here for life. So will I be happy?
Would you?
Maybe not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But would I be wealthy, better off? I don't know. That's a hard decision. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I have a lot. That's regular. That sounds like regular life. Like being single with a girl that holds her own and she gonna have with you with everything. That mean I could do that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Married.
But how many chances do you get to have somebody that will take care of you, give you everything you need, emotionally, physically, and financially, without you having to worry about being?
Is married woman who have with millions, so I want to take care of you financially, only financially.
Only financially, I can't get no.
Yo.
Only financially.
I can't get no.
Married woman.
Oh man, I guess I'll be single. I mean, I go with the single one.
Okay. Now this one. Snitch on the homie, or die by lethal injection for a crime you didn't commit.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm a snitch.
Yeah, what the hell? That's not even. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
My bad, bro. I ain't want to die.
And lethal injection is crazy.
That's not even my bad. You want me to die when you can just do your time? We can both live, and you can just do your time.
Yeah, I sent you some pictures, man. I got you. How you gonna send me pictures when I'm dead? What you gonna say? You gonna put me on a shirt? Like, what the hell?
Exactly where you going, on a shirt.
No.
Okay.
You're gonna turn me into a pack.
Be homeless, knowing in 2 years you'll be able to be a CEO of a company, or live in an apartment and live minimum wage for the rest of your life.
Homeless.
Facts.
Homeless for how long?
2 years.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say, fuck, man.
That was too easy. Minimum wage for the rest of my life is wicked.
Niggas been homeless for a minute. Nigga, what you talking about? What you mean?
Oh, shit.
Last one.
I was at school homeless. Nigga, what you mean? Hungry every day, nigga. But I got high though every day, nigga. Homeless, nigga.
Nah, we definitely held it down a couple times on the meal plan for sure.
Yo,
do not talk about meal plan. Oh, I thought you were talking about that salty ass chicken y'all had me eating one time when y'all in that crib. Salty ass chicken y'all had cooking. Fuck out of here. I'd rather be homeless than eat that shit. I ain't gonna.
See, now you know.
Drive your car.
Huh?
When you drove it over the curb.
Oh, better to drive. Let me drive your car. my defense, it was at nighttime. I couldn't see.
Oh, the blind girl
that's too easy. Homeless, and I'm gonna be a CEO. Minimum wage is trash, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Minimum wage is $15 now, right?
I thought they upped it to 18.
Yeah, it's higher than that.
$18 for minimum wage?
Yeah, that's what they're getting paid at McDonald's. I always thought that McDonald's was always minimum wage, right? And they get paid $18 at McDonald's right now.
Oh wow, shit! Minimum wage is that's what these companies is getting us. Okay, last one. Would you rather a girl, an Instagram model, as we can say, because I know who was coming on, can cook but whack in bed, or a girl who's not Instagram famous that's great in bed but can't cook?
They both look good?
One is an Instagram model, and one is not famous, so you can put your.
Okay, if
the Instagram model could cook,
the Instagram Instagram model can cook.
But she's trash in bed.
And then one who is regular degular, as some people will say. She's great in bed.
You need a regular degular.
Okay, so boom. Let's Instagram model. She got her body done. Like she's fake.
Regular degular.
Okay. 40.
Damn, this is tough.
Cause I don't be trusting people who's cooking anyway. I ain't gonna lie. Like
this is tough because I could cook.
Yeah, I could cook.
I could cook. Damn. I like to fuck though. Man, this is tough. Give me the
Give me the.
Yeah. Love IG baddies.
Got her body done though.
Yeah, that's what Instagram. They get their body done.
That's true.
Wow. I mean, I've been with a couple judges that their body done. What's regular though? Like,
natural bodies, regular.
Natural. This is so tough.
Natural, but good natural though.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you can put it a natural, however natural.
And she pretty, but she's not famous.
She's not famous, but she's
she's not famous.
But she's pretty though. Like she look good. Like it's regular girls that look good.
Instead of 100 niggas a day in her DM, it's only about like 5 niggas a day in her DM.
5 a day is for a lot.
Nah, 5 a day is regular.
Damn.
If you ain't got if you got like less than 2 a day, you gotta start hitting the gym some.
It is not.
Start doing eyelashes or something.
Niggas don't even be in your DMs. They know. Some people.
You know what? I'm gonna take the baddie. I'm gonna teach you how to fuck.
You gonna take the Instagram model who that can cook with back in bed.
Does she can cook when she whack in bed? Like I'll teach her how to fuck. And you know what? If she just don't get better at fucking, then I'll just leave her for the regular.
I'm crying.
I'm done. But tonight's episode was definitely good. This was a good conversation piece. Yeah, definitely gave me some food for my thoughts, a little insight. Definitely helpful. But some announcements I'm gonna make before we leave. Visit my website, www.mysafeplace.org. I revamped it and I added a thing because a lot of people were asking me questions. I'm not saying don't ask me questions, but some of that is repetitive. So you could go in there. There's a tab on there, so you put your questions in, and I'm going to answer them on live or recorded just to get more interaction and get more feedback, like how you guys seen tonight. It was very informative. Just different perspective because I don't have all the answers, and I might say something, and then somebody else will have a different perspective on it. So I thought that would be great. And then there's another tab called My Thoughts or Your Thoughts, where you can actually, comment on the topic of the week. And the topic of the week this week is accountability. And then I'm having a giveaway. So once I reach 250 followers on Instagram, I'm giving away a free customized shirt. So make sure you go up there and wait. And then my next episode is 8-2. And that episode, we'll be talking about side chicks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Side chicks episode. And that is going to be episode I have a lot to say. So Tati, you want to join back on that one? Girl chat. Cody, you want to join back on that one too? Zach, everybody want to
hit me.
All
right, thank you.
All right. Yeah, this was nice.
Yeah, it was a good conversation. Good conversation. And I'm going to text Dreads, but he missed it once he get to where he needs to go to. Yeah, you missed it, homeboy, because it was supposed to be on here, but whatever. I'm cussing out later, but I thank you guys.
All right, no problem.
I'm going to put this on YouTube, and then I'll send you guys the link.
Yeah.
All right, man, it was nice talking to y'all.